I'm Greg Holmes, and this is the November 2018 Holmes Report. While September saw the year's low point with the number of home sales in the Fraser Valley, October sales picked up in the real estate world. Now, we're not talking huge numbers, but more than 11% in sales volume in October compared to September. And after the low September numbers, the rebound in sales is better than many had expected. In terms of inventory, the number of new listings in October decreased by more than 5%. That means less people put their homes on the market last month than September. That reduction meant the overall inventory didn't climb too high, and it also kept the market conditions relatively balanced as supply did not dramatically increase. That's one thing we always keep an eye on, inventory levels, as supply and demand have great impact on prices. Between detached houses and strata homes like townhomes and condos, there seems to be a slightly bigger drag on strata properties, which saw a 1.3 to 1.4% price drop month over month compared to a 0.3% decrease on detached houses. So that means townhomes and condo prices softened a bit more than houses last month. The gap between townhomes and houses actually widened. A few areas like Cloverdale and South Surrey saw a larger than average decrease in townhome prices. Compared to the previous month, October 2018 townhome prices fell by almost 4% in Cloverdale and down 2.5% in South Surrey. Langley was still able to avoid the benchmark price reduction in townhomes as it saw a 0.3% increase in prices. If you're interested in condos, prices varied across the valley. While we saw the benchmark price drop 2.5% in Surrey, in South Surrey and White Rock, we actually saw a marginal bump up in prices by 2.2% month over month. As you can see, both with the townhomes and condo segments, some areas of the city are decreasing while other neighborhood values are holding strong a bit more. While those that showed price increases, that doesn't mean prices are on the rise, but they're not falling off a cliff either. Again, it's all about supply and demand. I think the big takeaway from this month is that the detached market held stronger than townhomes and condos, which slid a bit. If you're looking at moving into a house from a townhome, you might want to consider doing so sooner before the gap widens again. It's still taking longer to sell a home now than it did earlier this year. Last month's average was 37 days to sell a property compared to the year average, which is only 29 days. And while we often talk about the real estate market here in the Fraser Valley and Vancouver as one, it's so important to remember to break it down and look at each city and even each neighborhood that you're interested in and the different type of homes. Asking how's the market doing entirely depends on so many variety of factors. I'm Greg Holmes. Thanks for watching.